Simon Wrenn has been the CEO of facilities management provider Kindred for 13 years. Kindred is made up of 3,000 plus people, and its operational team cleans over 400 buildings a day for a variety of clients. We spoke to Simon to catch up on Kindred's rapid growth, how it prioritises social value, and the story behind its new brand. Simon, can you tell us a bit about yourself and why you'd recommend a career in facilities management?
Yeah, so my whole career has been in the cleaning industry. So I've been working in the cleaning industry for getting on for 30 years now. I set a cleaning business up when I was a teenager and ran that for a few years and sold it, and then went to go and work for a cleaning company. So my whole career has been just delivering a cleaning service and delivering facility services. So I really understand the operations and understand it from the customer's perspective about what we're trying to deliver. And that's really how I spent my whole career there. And in the last 13 years, I've been working with Kindred as their CEO, and we've had good, strong growth through that period of time as well. So the business has been coming on and developing very well. I think FM is a great industry in part because it's something that is relatively marginalised. No one at school is thinking, I know what I want to do. I want to work in FM. Like precisely zero people are thinking that. However, it is an industry that's open to anyone, and it's an industry where people work hard, they can be successful. And it's an industry where, what school you went to or what your degree was doesn't really count very much. It's about, your passion and your commitment and your effort. And I think it presents as an industry a really good opportunity for people to progress and to earn a very good living and to be successful and to become stakeholders in their business like I have done. And I think that's something that we should be saying to younger people to try and bring them in. It's an industry with great social mobility credentials as compared to many others. So I think that would be my sales pitch about really to younger people would be about, facilities is always going to be required. AI is not going to make buildings magically be okay by themselves. It's an industry that's always going to need to be there.
Who are Kindred, and how have they evolved as a business?
So Kindred was set up by Richard Carter in 1988, and it just started out with one contract delivering a cleaning service, and it's grown organically since then into the business it is today, which has got nearly 3,000 members of staff and cleaning 400 buildings every day. So it's gone through a huge process of change over those years. So we wanted to take the company forward and create a new identity and look and feel for the business, and we sat down to think how we should go about that. And what we decided to do was conduct interviews with all of our head office and management staff and really talk to them about what it meant to work. And the kind of business that we are, it's all about the team, all about the employees and the people. Without them, there is no business. So we did many hours of interviews about what it meant to work with us and what it really, how it felt to them to be there as well. So our values were what came out of that discussion and the interviews with the teams, and really were based on the kind of three pillars that we put together from that. So our people and our community and the environment. And we have active initiatives in all of those three areas which we work on to really try and make sure we're providing and giving back to the community, and to make sure we're being as environmentally friendly as it's physically possible to be, and that the people working for us are as supported as they possibly can be working for us.
What sets Kindred apart and how it looks after its staff?
I think what really sets us apart in how we look after our staff is all the initiatives that we have to demonstrate what we do. So we have things like action days where perhaps a team of management and office staff and customers will go out and do things like a beach cleanup. Or in fact, tomorrow we're doing a tree planting day where a load of us will be going and doing a day tree planting, me included. In addition, we've had some really big successes in terms of bringing people up from minimum wage onto living wage. We're a living wage recognised service provider, and there's probably more than 100 people out there working for us today who we've helped bring up onto the living wage, and that was recognised by the Living Wage Foundation, who awarded us the Recognised Service Provider Living Wage Champion Award at the ceremony last year. So we're really proud of that, and really proud to keep working on that and finding ways to work with our customers to bring up the wages of those on the lowest pay.
In the FM sector, it's becoming increasingly important to demonstrate adding social value. How is Kindred achieving this?
Yeah, so it's extremely important for us to be able to demonstrate we're providing social value, and we work on various different projects. So the key one over the last few years has been working with a charity called School Readers, and they provide volunteer readers that go into schools and listen to children read and read to children. One of the reasons we want to work with that charity is, firstly, it's a charity that's providing volunteers, so it's extremely inexpensive charity to run. So every penny we give them goes straight to helping people, rather than providing a big bureaucracy to provide that service. So it's really efficient use of funds. And secondly, literacy standards in young kids is a key indicator in their later success in life. So having people read to them and spend time with them and listen to them read is something that aids their literacy, which has a huge knock-on impacts for them throughout the whole of their life. And thirdly, they work in a very close kind of geographic split to us. So all of the areas of the country we're working in, they're operating in, and they're targeting those most deprived areas as well, where the standards of literacy are likely to be lower. So it's a charity we're really passionate about. We've raised well over £12,000 for them, and it's there are many hundreds of children out there who would have done additional reading and been read to that wouldn't have done that if we hadn't raised that money.